It's time for another sea story with Mr. Durite. Take it away, Mr. Durite. I think they're ready for it.
Welcome back to Sea Stories with Mr. Durite. I am your host, Mr. Durite. And today's story, Mr. Durite, the honor recruit. This is a no shit true story. So you know what that means. It's a true story. Anyway, this story pertains to me back in boot camp. And I was the man at arms because I was an old ass fart. I was the oldest person in my division, so of course it made me the master at arms because I had to get on everybody to keep shit clean. By me being in that position, people looked up to me, so when it was time to vote for an honor recruit, I got everybody's vote, right? I didn't know what the hell it meant to be honor recruit. I don't know no shit about this. I'm new to the Navy just like everybody else. Just because I'm old don't mean I know what's going on. I find out that the honor recruit is supposed to go in front of this board to find out if they're going to be the recruit sailor of the year or some shit. I didn't have no big thrill about being no sailor of the year or nothing like that. So I didn't really care. And how can I be a sailor of the year and I'm a recruit? Like anybody gonna take that seriously anyway. It was getting time for me to go in front of the board. But before I did that, the ship CO, and which was funny, each building had its own CO and all this other stuff. And it was just, what, a lieutenant or something like that? You know, some dude that hated that he was there and wish he was like getting all the glory or something somewhere. But now they put him in a freaking building at the recruit command. So it's like, God dog, he had all the awards and everything on the walls and stuff. He wanted to see me because he wanted to get me ready for this board. So I'm like, all right, cool. So they send me down there and I go in front of them. Of course, I'm a recruit. What's good, on, sir? How you doing, sir? Blah, blah, blah. God, I hear you, the honor recruit. All right, that's outstanding. I'm going to drill you so you can pass your board and you can be the recruit sailor of the year. All right, sir. Whatever you say, sir. I'm down for whatever, sir. He starts drilling me on questions and regs and this and that. And dude, look, let me tell you something. I'm new to all of this bullshit. I'm no military brat. I don't know nothing about the military. I don't know nothing about the Navy except what I've been taught in boot camp. And he drilling me and I'm like, I look like a complete idiot, right? The one thing that got me through boot camp was, you know what? Just say what you know. If you don't know, say you don't know. And people respect you for that, right? That was my mantra. And that's what I was going to go with. I got past that. He wasn't too happy with me. He felt like I wasn't going to make it, which he had me feeling the same way too. But it was time to go in front of the board. So the RDC brought me down there, and they had us sitting outside. So they come out and say, all right, so when you go inside, stand in the middle of the table. You're going to sit there. You're going to give them a salute. You're going to say your name and everything. And you're going to put down your salute. Then when you're ready to go, you're going to put your hand up, uncover, and say the name of your favorite song. That way they know you're ready to go. So I'm like, oh, well, that's simple. Simple instructions. Because, look, this is how I operate. You tell me what you want me to do, and I'll do it. However, don't withhold information. And this is what this motherfucker did. Withheld information. They didn't tell us that the table was turned in a way to where you couldn't stand in the middle of the table. The board was sitting behind this long table, right? But the other side of the table was against the wall. And they looking at the wall. So it's like, how the f am I supposed to stand in the middle of the table if the table is up against the wall? No shit. I open the door and that's the first thing I see. So I got 5 steps to figure out what the f I'm gonna do. Right? Step 1 is like, damn, I can squeeze myself between the wall and that table, but that's just stupid. Step 2, well, I can tell them, excuse me, I can pull out the table so I can walk over there and stand in the middle of the table. But boy, that's not gonna go well with the board. Step 3, maybe I should just run for it and just run out here with my tail between my legs. But that ain't finna happen. They just people, just like I am, so I ain't finna run for them. Step 4, man, I need to come up with a plan, and I'm still talking to myself. What the f am I gonna do? Step 5, I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna roll with it. So instead of going in front of the table, I went to the middle of the side. I'm gonna look at them sideways, right, while they were sitting over here. Now, basically, all it was a master chief, a lieutenant. No, a master chief and 2 lieutenants. That's who it was, just sitting there. And so I got up there, Petty Officer Stewart, blah, 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 blah. And I threw down my salute. Then I went up, grabbed my cover, took it down. I said, Adore by Prince. Because that was my favorite song. It's still one of my favorite songs. But that's neither here nor there. Y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all want to hear that? No. Whatever. Now they was ready to go. And they had me standing at attention. So they said, parade rest. So I parade rest. So I'm sitting there at parade rest. And one of them asked me a question. I don't remember what the question was. Because it didn't get much further than that. Once they asked me a question, and my dumb ass spoke while I was at parade rest. And we all know you don't speak at parade rest. You're supposed to come to attention. Then you're supposed to speak. Then you go back to parade rest, right? Yeah, I didn't do that. I'm talking at parade rest now. So you know I wasn't the fucking honor recruit. So, yeah, but that was my experience. That shit was nerve-wracking. And that was, to me, one of my most nerve-wracking experiences in the Navy. No matter what was going on. On watch with a gun, you know, with people trying to attack the boat, stuff like that. You know, even when I was out there in Bahrain with no gun, none of that was as scary as being in front of these people sitting there judging me. Because anytime you're sitting there getting judged, man, it puts undue pressure on you for no damn reason. I mean, these are people just like you, and I lost track of that, and I could have been a whole lot better. I could have ran away with boot camp. Wow, you're the greatest seller that's come through here in 100 million years. But you know what? I let that shit get to me, and I crashed and burned. But I got through the military. I did 9 years. I think I did pretty good. I wasn't the best, but I wasn't the worst either. I was right there in the middle with sweat coming down my brow. So let me get out of here, because I don't know if you can tell, but it's hot as fuck here. Don't think that I'm doing this in some big-ass studio. Don't think that I'm making millions of dollars and is doing this stuff. Let me tell you, got some cameras and shit like that, and I'm in the garage in Texas, and it's hot as fucking in this motherfucker. I can't stop sweating. I have to keep stopping just to wipe off my brow so I don't drown. I'll let y'all in on the little secrets of going on behind the scenes and everything, because, you know, I like y'all. I want y'all to keep coming. And if y'all feel my pain and y'all share it, then y'all keep coming back and say, what the hell is this black motherfucker gonna do next? Anyway, this is Sea Stars with Mr. Durite. I'm your host, Mr. Durite, and I will holler at you later. Peace. Anyway, by me being at So I don't know. I don't even know what to say about this. Hold on, let me get my thoughts together. And I'm like, all right, sir. Well, I was like, yes, sir. What good? All right, sir. Well, let me get my shit straight. Golly, I'm sweating. God, no. I'm really running down my face and I just lose my concentration. Sideways. Damn, I'm sweating. God, how is it worse now?